second and third week of September. We reached the doorsteps of 9 girls. Everyone was so happy to see us. Slowly, as the news of our work is spreading, more and more people are coming to meet and greet us. So many people are becoming happy and hopeful. Bagpata. Bajura district is in Sudurpaschim province, about 650 miles west of the capital city Kathmandu. The nearest hospital from the village is a day's car ride away, plus an additional 12 hours of hiking over dry and steep terrain. This place has country's lowest life expectancy. Malnutrition kills children every year in these villages. At least 14% of women in Nepal's poorest district do not live past the age of 40. According to the health workers, out of 293 children under the age of 5, 16 were severely malnourished and 45 were moderately malnourished. Bagpata is one of these kids. She has 5 siblings, 2 sisters and 3 brothers. Most of the time, they eat only boiled rice and salt. Whatever they had is slipping away because of climate change. We have helped them to the best of our ability. Barpura. Children are dropping out of school as soon as they hit their teens. In the villages, as soon as a child reaches the age of 16, parents start looking for suitors. In some cases, the children themselves elope and get married. Barpura only has 2-3 years and then her parents and relatives will start to talk about her marriage. Most parents worry that their children will not be able to find the suitors as they mature. Only an educated individual can fight this ideology. We're showing them the best way. Bhaipura. The girls' child in Nepal are breastfed for fewer months than boys on average. The girls with older sisters but no brothers are the most disadvantaged. Bhaipura is one of these girls. She has 4 sisters and 1 brother. Her parents kept on having kids in all of his own. As a result, Bhaipura and all her sisters are malnourished. Her mother said, "My kids sleep empty stomach. We can't even think about buying school supplies. Only time will tell how much impact our health is creating." We hope she keeps on smiling. Sunita. All of us have to make sure that not a single girl is being missed out on. All possible means should be adopted to help girls continue learning. The existing gap between access to study materials, school dresses, computers, etc. between boys and girls should be bridged. With your help, girls will be fearless, pioneering, successful, happy, chance makers, and so on. Girls will be whatever they want to be. Just look at the hopeful eyes of Sunita. We all made it possible. Sunita has got 4 siblings. Unfortunately, her eldest sister left her studies and got married. The past 2 years changed so many things across the Himalayas. Numerous families had left with no option but to give up. We provided much needed light to the hearts of both sisters. Sushmita. She is in grade 4. Full of energy and aspirations. She is fighting against all the odds. Saw her elder sister dropping out of school and getting married. Malnutrition, hard labor, taking care of the animals and household chores. After all this, she still collects all her courage and requests her parents for study materials. The sad part is, most of the time her parents are not in a position to provide even a notebook. In this way, day after day, the girls lose hope and they easily give up. The cause of the high infant mortality rate in these villages is the shortage of nutrients, vitamins, minerals, and other vital sources of nourishment in mothers and babies. Almost all the mothers who lost their babies point out insufficient lactation as the cause of their deaths. Namuna. It is such an amazing feeling to feel the love, wishes and happiness of all the mothers. They said if our community leaders and government had taken this step earlier, our daughters wouldn't have to go through all this humiliation of red trousers for hiding their blood in their monthly period. Namuna is happy to know that this year she has all this stuff for her studies. For her, we all are like a miracle. Now she can sleep peacefully. We think it's the wishes coming out of these pure hearts that keeps our project running. From house to house and village to village, we are reaching not only with the stuff but also the idea of a better and prosperous life that can only be achieved if the girls keep on continuing their studies. Namuna's younger siblings will also learn something from LCD tablet. Jalana. Bajura is probably one of the country's most malnourished districts. A total of 1,086 children suffer from severe acute malnutrition and were admitted to the nutrition rehabilitation homes in the district in the last fiscal year. What's done and teach to the children right now, later on they will do the same to the society. We are very positive and hopeful that an educated future for all these girls will bring the much needed change and make these people stand and fight for what is right and what is wrong. Jalana is stuck in a very bad situation. Due to societal pressure and traditions, her parents kept on having kids in all of his own. Now they have 5 girls and 1 boy. Unfortunately, her father passed away around 2 years ago. Now every day is a fight for survival. Ajumata. Food insecurity is a significant problem in these villages. Due to an arid, steep hill topography, these areas are often hit by long droughts, and the villagers are not able to grow crops. The impoverished Dalit people often have a tough time managing food for themselves and their children. It's been 2 years since Ajumata saw her father. He went to the city looking for work and hasn't returned. Maybe he is depressed, dejected, and doesn't have the strength to face his family. His wife and 5 kids are still waiting. Rasena. Rasena, a 10-year-old girl, and her 3 siblings have no one except her grandparents. Now her grandparents are very old and worried about what will happen to Rasena and her siblings after some years. Who will take care of them and look after them? At such a small age, the kids are going through an unbearable pressure. Her father passed away around 3 years ago and her mother left them and moved on her own way. Now the kids and the grandparents are completely clueless and have lost all their hopes. We are not in a position to help all 4 kids, but we helped Rasena with all our capacity and promised to help the grandparents with some warm clothes. Her 16-year-old eldest brother is also about to leave his studies. We wish we had the resources to somehow save him too.